Hey, it's Random, and today I've got a nice nuclear for you. So I'm playing a bit of Hardpoint on Overflow, which is my best game type on one of my favourite maps. So I don't really get to play Overflow as much as I would like. It doesn't really seem to come up, and people never seem to pick it. But when I play it, I do well, and it's got to be one of my favourites on this game. So this nuclear streak, I actually go on exactly a 30 gun streak, and then I die in the next gun battle I come across. And that generally happens a lot to me for some reason. I really don't understand it. It's very rare that I get a kill after it, generally anyway. So in this game, the first 20 kills on the streak, or the relentless streak, whatever you want to call it, of this nuclear streak, is a really quick one. It's decent to watch. I'm playing the objective, I'm getting kills, picking them off whilst I'm around the objective, and I'm playing really well. I'm having a good game. And then the last 10 kills or so on the streak, this is a rough estimate by the way, it just goes really downhill and really slow. So I've had to like skip through bits of it, and the reason why it went so slow, because this could have been one of my best nuclears to date, but because I had my VSATs up constantly and my EMPs, the other guy in this match was using my VSATs. I'm not sure if he had one himself. If he did, then fair play. But he was using my VSATs to get his score streaks, which I do a lot. I do again. I do that a lot if somebody else has got it, and I'm glad my teammates got it, obviously, because it's a teammate score streak. But it's kind of annoying when his score streaks are Vtol warship, and I think he was using Lodestar as well. I'm not 100%. It might have just been the warship in this match. But his warship came in, and then literally I couldn't do anything. For a minute I was just running around the map trying to get to them before his Vtol warship killed them, and it was kind of annoying because it really slowed down the nuclear, and that's why I don't use lethal score streaks often anymore. If I do use lethal score streaks, it tends to be lightning strikes or sentry guns or stealth choppers, ones that get you kills but don't literally take your entire team out of the game, because I think they're more interesting gameplays if you don't use them kind of score streaks, though I do use them occasionally. Just because they're easy to use, because anybody could go on one decent streak and get a swarm and a Lodestar, but if you get a couple of them in one game, then fair enough. But generally I just like to run the non-lethal, which generally I like to run UAV, VSAT, EMP, but I may switch it up sometimes, use a sentry gun or lightning strike as I said. And I think in this game, whenever somebody has a high score streak, it really just destroys the spawn system, because I've died to it many times before. When a teammate's got a VSAT up, a Vtol warship or dogs or swarm, enemies tend to spawn in your back when you're standing right next to that point they're spawned on, and it's kind of annoying because I've died a lot of times on really decent streaks just because they're constantly dying to a teammate's swarm or stuff like that. So I was quite lucky to not actually die on the streak, and I was just glad to get it in the end. And the funny thing is, towards the end of this match, his warship disappeared, and there was 3 enemies in one of the points, and I was literally standing in one of the doorways into the point, and my controller died because I didn't have my wired controller at the time, which I literally bought a couple days after this game, just because I didn't want this to happen. And when I put my playing charge kit in, it seems to buzz a lot on the microphone, so that's why I bought a wired controller. And it was mainly because of this, because it literally died as I was in the door, and I was thinking, no, I'm gonna die here, because it literally came up brutal medal, and then I'm just sitting there with my controller disconnected, and I'm searching around trying to get my playing charge kit. Luckily they didn't turn around and look at the door, which they really should be doing, and I think there was a couple of people in the point as well. But I was lucky to not die, and then I went on this streak and got my nuclear in the end. So it was quite an eventful game for things to go against me, but I got the nuclear in the end, and it's all about getting that at the end of the day. But I think the game was trying to not let me get this nuclear. And wow, I've blabbered a lot in this video. But anyway guys, I'm going to leave it here, and I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you later. Goodbye.